Joining me next is the CEO of Coastal Carolina Hospital, Mr. Joel Taylor. Joel, great to see you today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Our pleasure. So first of all, congratulations are in order. We recently learned that Coastal Carolina received its third consecutive A safety grade from the Leapfrog Group. Can you tell me a little bit more about this and what was done to earn that rating?
Absolutely. Thank you very much for the recognition. It's something we're very proud of. We've worked diligently at it. The Leapfrog organization really takes 30 different measures that are patient-centric, based on patient experience, quality outcomes, and really how the hospital works to minimize infections within the hospital. And we focused on the process involved in that. And the Leapfrog organization really just takes an opportunity to look at those processes, look at those results, and determine kind of where you stand, and compares Coastal Carolina Hospital amongst other hospitals across the nation. We're very proud of the third consecutive A that we received at Coastal Carolina Hospital.
Fantastic. Well, you said that it determines where you stand, and it sounds like Coastal Carolina stands at the top. That's wonderful news. So tell us, are there other organizations that assess patient safety and quality of care, and how does your hospital perform against their standards?
There are a number of organizations. You know, if you look outside in the publicly reported data, there are a number of organizations. CMS itself, so the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid, they do a star rating. And Coastal Carolina is currently a 3-star hospital. They too look at patient satisfaction experience. They look at quality data to include performance on infection control, very similar to the Leapfrog organization. Actually, the Leapfrog organization utilizes some of that CMS data in determining their grades. So for the CMS star ratings, we're a 3, so very proud of that. Also locally, the South Carolina Hospital Association has a number of awards. Recently, Coastal Carolina was awarded 4 Zero Harm Awards based on our infection control practices. 45 months without a catheter-associated urinary tract infection. And then we were recognized with 3 other awards based on surgical site infections and having no surgical site infections for 12 to 18 months, for hip and knee replacements, for abdominal hysterectomy. So I think I would encourage everyone out there to look at what is publicly reported, because there are a number of different organizations that grade hospitals today. Those two, CMS and the local South Carolina Hospital Association, are 2 of the more prominent ones.
Now, I'd like to hover on this concept of patient safety, because you just listed a lot of things that I think you've done very well at, but a lot of people are very afraid of the concept of getting something, an infection or a sickness in the hospital. So can you tell us, is there anything specific that patients can do to ensure their own safety while they're in a facility?
That's a great question. I would say for you or a family member to be very involved in your care. You know, nurses and clinicians are really there to care for the patient and should be the patient advocate. But there's no greater advocate than the patient themselves. So ask questions, understand the care process and the care plan for each individual as best you can. And to me, it's really about being involved in your own personal care or that of your loved ones, depending on their current situation. So some of it is just wanting to understand. The other piece is do the research, do the homework, know going in, if you have the opportunity, what the procedure entails, how the hospital performs, and how many they've done in a given year. I think those are all certainly important pieces of information for a patient to have.
Absolutely, certainly sage advice. Now, that is excellent news for you, and thank you so much for being here today.
Absolutely, thank you.